Second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Watson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On third down, here's Watson. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Got to make the play on fourth. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Caught. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Just going to keep it after the snap. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They want to run this quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bringing it back. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So Boston College's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Makes the tackle.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. To the air, it's McKenzie. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Straight ahead, it's Dickens. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Finds his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important.
And he's in! Touchdown, Boston College! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Knights will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. They were all over it. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll be dropped. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. That's caught. It's Wade. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback changing the play. He'll take it himself. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UCF! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Addison. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That's caught. It's right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Right side, it's Green. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Look out! Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass is incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 1st down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Watson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Knights in the hurry-up.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Well, we thought this guy might be a big weapon here and a big part of what the offense was going to try to do. And you've seen now, early in this game, they're going to him a lot. That's already his 5th catch. Defense can't cover him. He's such a big target, and you know this quarterback's going to keep looking his way.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Watson. Nowhere to go. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd down, here's Watson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner off the ground. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Georgia with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. Now back over to your game inside the bounce house. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Green. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the UCF head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Hits inside. It's Dickens. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Scanning the field, it's McKenzie. Under pressure. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Duke one more time. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits.
Got enough space. Touchdown, UCF. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Dickens. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Sells the run, wants to pass. They're all over him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running the red zone. It's Dickens. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
And the Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's all over but the shouting in this one. Top 12 teams in the country. This is the scoreboard, how things are going for those vying for a playoff spot. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the point after is good.
UCF 28, Boston College 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Wade. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The fake wants to throw. Gets a hand in there.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
The ride. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Throwing right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards.
Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Touchdown Knights. He got a step and just dusted the field. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Eagles moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's McKenzie. Rush right in his face. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Looking for the end zone. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touchdown, UCF! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the return, it's Addison. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level. Football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. Rush is on. Hit as he throws. Just had to get rid of it.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, pressure's coming. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he almost had a pick.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a stand.